The year was 1979, and all the world was caught up in disco and Star Wars. But in Louisville, something was happening. A young entrepreneur named Ben had a vision to be the best record store in all of the city. Fast forward to 2023, and Better Days Records is still going strong. Still, after all these years, owned by the same guy. We have had some trips and falls along the way, but so does life, and Better Days is here to stay. With two awesome locations at 921 Barrett Avenue and at 2600 West Broadway, Better Days are surely in your future.
Welcome back to the Alehorn Unsleeved for June 2023. Before I get into my collection of stuff to show today, I just want to remind you guys that we are on Patreon at patreon.com/flamekeeper. Tiers start at $1, $2, or $5. Get you different perks like early access, exclusive videos, etc., stuff like that. So if you got a couple bucks you can spare, each month or, a year, yeah, we'd love to have you on there and participate, have some, message threads with questions for, some of the bigger guests that we have coming up and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into what I got here this month. Pretty good month for the Unsleeved here. A couple non-music related stuff to start off with. So the first one is, I'm recording this on June 6th, and as I speak right now, I have Diablo 4 installing on my PlayStation 5. Pretty excited about this one. I put a lot of hours into Diablo 3, so this game should be pretty familiar as far as gameplay goes. But if you are on PSN and you want to add me and play, my name is Ebenblade 2017, just 2017. Just hit me up on there, and if I ever see you on, maybe we can kill some monsters or something, or kill something else. I don't know. Well, I don't know what else is in the game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm pretty stoked for it. Next one is another first on release day. I bought this book called Last Action Heroes. It is about the rivalries and behind the scenes of the 80s action movies and 90s. Obviously, you can see the heavy hitters on there. Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Van Damme, Seagal, Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan. And there's others in here too, but I guess those are the biggest ones of the time. Not really a big fan of Jackie Chan, really, or Chuck Norris, except for the Chuck Norris jokes are always crack me up. But I am looking forward to reading some firsthand accounts of some stories and see if some of the tales that I've heard, probably not even third hand, fourth hand, or fifth hand, or just rumors are true. Hopefully they are, and even better than what I've heard. So I will report back on a later date, probably on the MUDHORN. That is our nerd and sci-fi podcast stuff, Star Wars, Star Trek, etc. So be looking for that one in the future. Hopefully maybe I can get the author to come on, which would be pretty cool. We shall see. So let's get into the vinyl for this month. I have 3 to show off. First one I got is this Dio live in Fresno 1983. I actually purchased this from one of our new sponsors, Better Days Records from Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you stop in his store. There's a lot in there. I wish I had more money to blow. Hence, I just bought this one. And it's a Record Store Day exclusive. 2 vinyl on this red. I'm not sure what the shade of red is called, but that is the color. Pretty nice. It looks pretty evil. There is no insert, only the gatefold, so let me go ahead and show that to you. So here's the gatefold. As you can see, just some concert imagery and some illustrations of some, crowd. Well, I guess they play in hell. Track list is pretty good. It's a kind of a sampling of all his projects at one time or another. So on LP 1, side 1, we have Intro, Stand Up and Shout, Straight Through the Heart, Shame on the Night, which I'm not familiar with that one right offhand. I'd have to listen to it. I probably know it, but not by the title. And Children of the Sea is number 5. On side 2, we have Holy Diver, Heaven and Hell, including guitar solo. And then it stops. LP 2 has Heaven and Hell Continued, which is interesting. And then Rainbow in the Dark. And then on side 4 is Man on the Silver Mountain, Starstruck, Man on the Silver Mountain, Reprise. I'm not sure what that is. And Don't Talk to Strangers. So no Stargazer on here, surprisingly enough. That's interesting, because that's probably his biggest, well, second biggest Rainbow song behind Man on the Silver Mountain. And I guess I just decided to put it on there twice because it was just that good on this version. We shall see. I will let you know. So my next one is a vinyl that I picked up at Harvest Records here in Asheville, North Carolina. And I really didn't even realize I didn't have this album. And it's a pretty seminal album for me. Obviously, my band's name is Temptations Wings. And that album would be Down Nola. Or, as most people call it, Down One. Or, as I call it, the best Down album, really, of all time. As you can see, the parental advisory sticker is... Let's see if I can get better... There we go. Parental advisory sticker right there. Usually was a selling point for us misguided use, as they would say. Was probably always guaranteed probably a guaranteed several 100,000 copies extra back in the day before Spotify and this kind of stuff mattered. So this is a double LP on 180 gram. The reissue. They're both black vinyl, so nothing worth really showing off there. Here is the insert, in case you haven't seen it in years. And then here is the other side with lyrics and other information. So if you don't know, Down is a supergroup from the mid-90s consisting of members of Pantera, Project Conformity, Crowbar, and I Hate God. I'm going to say something controversial, and if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. But let's be respectful about it. This is just an opinion. My opinion, nobody else's. But I think any member of any of the bands I mentioned earlier, this is the best album they've ever played on. I think this is better than any Pantera record front to back. I think this is better than any Project Conformity record front to back. I think this is better than any Crowbar record front to back. And I think it's better than any I Hate God record back to back. This is Phil's best work. This is Pepper's best work. This is Kirk's best work. I can't remember who the bass player was on this right offhand, but it's his best work and Jimmy Bower's best work. I really do love that album. I listen to it for about a week at a time every year, nonstop. The songs are just so heavy and crushing. Bury Me in Smoke, maybe one of the best outro songs ever, possibly. So the last one I got was from Metal Blade Records. Was the distro. The band is Witch Hazel, and this is their new one, For Sacrament. So I will say I'm a pretty big Witch Hazel fan. I'm not really even into the Christian rock stuff, but I am a sucker for awesome guitar harmonies and melodies and good production, and this album does have all that. Not as impactful to me as 3, which was Pentecost, but this is no slouch. So this is the Brecken, let's see what's called Brecken Green Marbled Vinyl. So let's go ahead and look at that. So here is the vinyl with the side A sticker and vinyl with the side B sticker. Almost transparent green, which is pretty cool. Not quite, but it's pretty close. On this side of the camera, and you can almost see through it. Here is the insert band photo on one side with credits. And the other side is some imagery for the songs and the lyrics. So again, when I say Christian rock, don't be scared off too much about it. It's very much what it is. Don't get me wrong. However, it's like more in the vein of like, imagine these guys were like Knights Templar band in like the 1600s, stuff like that. They like play in tunics, where big, huge crosses like a Templar Knight would have back in the day. It's a little bit of cosplay, but it's actually the real deal. They are devout Christians, and that doesn't bother me at all. It's the music that really matters, and this album is really good. Like I said, not as good as 3. 3 I might just have a bias because that's really the first Witch Hazel album I sunk my teeth into hard and heavy. And it was also my album of the year selection for my Alehorn podcast, best of, back in 2000. I want to say 20. I think it came out. If I had to pick the best song on here, it's a tie between Time in Doubt and the song Endless Battle. Those are probably my 2 favorites on here. But if you haven't listened to these guys before, do yourself a favor. Check them out. I think 3 is a good place to start and maybe go forward and backwards. And also, I'm going to do a special thing here. If you're watching this video and you're interested in hearing this album and don't subscribe to Spotify or anything like that, if you're one of those people, congratulations. This is a Bandcamp code. If you redeem it, just let me know in the comments so I can, people will know not to waste their time. But if you want to grab this and you're the first one, congratulations, it's all yours. Because when I ordered this off of their Bandcamp, I got a digital copy on my Bandcamp account, so I really don't need to. So anyway, that's all I got. Again, if you're on PSN, I am Ebonblade 2017. Come join me slaying demons and other assorted cool monsters on Diablo 4. And also the Flamekeeper Patreon, patreon.com/Flamekeeper. Thanks to our new sponsors, Pizza DoNisi, Magbar. Who else? Electric Ladyland, Emporium, all in Louisville, Kentucky. And there's another one eluding me. And don't forget our our free guys too. Shadebeast Records, the Wrestling Steve podcast, and some other ones. Make sure you listen to all the what is this called? Make sure you listen to all Flamekeeper content to hear all the sponsors in one way or another, whether it be video or audio form. Make sure when you go to their website, make sure you mention the Flamekeeper sent you. And as always, guys, that's it for this month. Be on the lookout for Mark Jackson's episode coming up the 3rd Saturday of the month. You will have some cool stuff on there. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay heavy, keep the heavy metal flame lit, and we will see you next time.
For 45 years in keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They're open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out.